What could you do if you want to lower the price on your windows? And I've got 7 great ideas for you, and that's what we want to discuss. I want to tell you though, you should not compromise on the quality of a window or the quality of an installation or the quality of the service that you get in order to get a price point that you're looking for. Do things instead that don't compromise integrity or quality in order to save money, and that's what these 7 points are about. The first one is selecting the right window type for your home. This example here is what we call a double single hung window. This is an operable window. You might find this in a living room, you might find it in a dining room, or even a bedroom. Sometimes we'll have an operable window like this where there's 2 windows side by side. And I don't have this is all covered right now for protection. This is a pillow window. This window, if it opens, when I open it, it'll slide up and down, right? So this is a window you could let air in, you could climb out of if there was a fire, an event, or something like that. This is a operable window. Well, think about this. This is 2 windows, right? Kind of in one. It's kind of like 2 medium pizzas, right, in a box. Instead of like 1 large pizza, you could go from 2 windows to 1 big window and save some money. Let me give you an example of that. Look at this one right here. This is not the exact same size, but I'm trying to show you the difference here. See how there's no divider going up and down the middle on this one like you have on that one? And there's no divider going across the horizontal here because this window doesn't operate? Well, if that window went into a bedroom and it was the only way to egress from a bedroom, then yes, you must keep it as a window that operates because that's going to be required by code. You need that to be able to egress if there's a fire. But if it's not in a bedroom or a place that needs to operate, like if it's at the back of the house, or if it's on the front of the house or the side of the house or some place where it does not be a part of need to be a part of a bedroom, going with a big picture window like this will cost you less money than if you went with 2 small windows that are put together. 2 small windows cost more than 1 big window. So here's a way you could save money. Okay, tip number 2 is grids. They're decorative. Now the windows you may have now, if they're old windows, they might actually be actual real grids with separate panes of glass. But now with high-tech new technology and high-efficiency windows, this is actually just 1 big window. It's a double-pane sheet of glass, 2 sheets of glass inside and outside, and these are applied to the surface using an adhesive just to give you a look of a grid. It's also known as a simulated divided light, an SDL. I've got a great video talking all about grids. I'm going to put a link to it down there right here at the top. In case you want to know more about grids, you can understand grids better. But a grid like this, if you notice, is beautiful. It's authentic. I can feel it. I can touch it. It looks really good. This is going to cost more money than if you did a grid like this. This is a grid. It's a grid between the glass. I cannot touch it. It's between the glass, see? Now, if you look at this, there's some benefits to this, right? In addition to saving money, because this is going to be a lot cheaper than that, this is going to cost less and it's going to be easier to clean the window. This will not attract dust. Dust and dirt won't sit on these edges like it will over here on the SDL, the authentic grid. It's easier to keep clean and it's going to save me some money. Number 3, buying standard colors over custom or premium colors. So most of us like, you know, the beautiful black window, right? The black window's really in right now. But here's the problem with buying a window that's black. Black is not a standard color. Black always seems to take more materials, more costs involved with a manufacturer to make it. Now I'm talking about vinyl. When we're talking about vinyl windows, it does cost more in black. Usually the common colors are the best ones to stick to if you're looking for a price thing. Now I mentioned earlier, I don't think you should ever compromise. You should get what you want. Certainly don't compromise on the quality and don't compromise on what you're wanting to achieve aesthetically. But if it's really important to you to have black, I get it. Pay for a black window. But if it's not really important to you, stick with standard colors like white. Some companies call theirs second color taupe or almond. Some people call it clay. But usually you're going to find something that would work in that general family of colors that will work with just about any house. So if you're looking to save money, again, my recommendation, stay with standard colors. And then while we're standing right here, I want to talk to you about how to save money on a door. A hinge door like a French door is going to cost more than a sliding door. And there's some reasons for it. Number 1 is a sliding door moves inside of a track, whereas a hinge door has to be able to swing out and withstand the pressures of a wind load, withstand the fulcrum pressures of the weight of the door all being put on the hinges. So the framework on it has to be much more robust, much stronger. It has to be willing to support that extra weight of the extended arm of your door. Whereas a sliding door, all the weight always rests on the bottom, right, on the track, and it just slides back and forth. So it costs less to make a sliding door than it costs to make a hinge door. Next on our list of 7 ways to save money is to consider using standard sizes instead of custom sizes. Now, sometimes you don't have that luxury when you're talking about an existing house. If you have an existing house and the window needs to be 35 inches and the standard size is 35 and a half, where are we going to put that extra half inches of a window? We can't. But in some brands, some customers are going to pay more money for a custom size over a standard size. So if we have an option, and we'll take a look at your house, if there's an option, let's say that a standard size window is within 1/4 inch of what we really wanted. We don't like doing it, but if it is about saving money on the cost of your windows, we will look and see, because if 1/4 inch is all it takes to be in a standard bracket, that's only 1/8 of an inch on each side. We can trim that out. We can fill it with foam to make sure it's sealed properly. We'll do a beautiful job of taping that off and caulking it, where I don't think you or I, either one, would remember, unless we looked at a measure sheet, that was made, say, 1/4 inch smaller in order to save money. But that's one way to save money. Now, if you're building a new house, obviously pick standard sizes, and then your architect can adjust the openings before you've built your house. Number 6, and this sounds like a window guy, right? Buy more windows. Yes, buy more windows. Okay, so the reason I say buy more windows is it's a simple math equation. If we have to come out to your house and we have to measure, and then you choose us for your windows, and then we send somebody back out to take final measurements, and then we have to send out a crew, and then we have to put you in our computer system, and then we have to add you to our policy and everything that we do. Now all of a sudden we've spent money on making you one of our customers. It's just in your interest that if you do more windows, you would save more money, because our cost goes down per window at certain price breaks, certain dollar amounts, or certain quantity of windows. There are some price points where it becomes more economical for us to sell you more windows. Number 7 and final is think about your method of payment. A lot of window companies out there are offering you 48 months, 0% interest. I've got to tell you, it's not free, it's baked into the price. Their price is typically elevated by 15 to 20% so that they can pay down that rate from 17.99 down to 0, so they can give you a discounted rate. And they tell you how wonderful it is, and you can buy these windows now and pay 0 interest for 48 months, but the truth is you're actually paying for it. I elaborate on that, I go into great detail, and I think it's worth watching. There's a link to it right here and down in the description about the ugly truth behind 0% financing. You should watch that. So don't fall for the financing trick. That's not going to save you money, that's going to cost you money. Instead, go get your own financing, or better yet, if you've got the money on hand, write a check or pay with cash. Any window company, including mine, if you pay with a credit card, we have to process that credit card. It can be anywhere from 2.5% to over 4% on some cards. That discount that we normally give to people for paying with a check or paying with cash would no longer apply to you. So since this video is about 7 ways to save money on your window project, one of them is to have the conversation openly about what's the best way to make my payment to the window company in order to save money on the cost of doing business. I really enjoyed our time together. I look forward to seeing you again real soon.